else you know. Back out on the road, spending the money just how they wanna. Starting up all the drama. Police how they reckon like they don't know that the legal system's a problem. Government wasting dollars, but we push through. Yeah, we push through. Yeah, we push through. Yeah, we push through. We can get through whatever.
Hey you guys, it's your three favorite girls. I'm Leonie.
I'm Tiana.
And I'm Nye.
Welcome back to Push Through Talk. We have some fun facts and some things that we want to talk about today. I kind of wanted to share something that I seem like happens to me everywhere I go. I don't know if it happens to you guys or not, but everywhere I go, somebody passes gas and like, no, seriously, you know, like, I'm so serious. No, I'm serious. Let me get my story out. So like, you know, people pass gas and then like everyone's looking around to find out who did it. Wow, I honestly wish that God would have like created us with like a bubble that would come out. So every time you pass gas, this bubble would come out, and you would know. You can't be like you didn't do it. You did it.
You can't lie. You can't lie. Because I see it.
Yeah, it's
That is
not a bubble.
so funny. Kitty,
I don't
what
know.
would you do though, like if you really needed, if you were in a place? Because I know we've talked about this before, and that happens to you a lot at the airport.
Shows about
In a confined space.
Every time I'm at the airport, it happens.
So, yeah, like what would you do though? Like if you really needed to let one rip, and you knew a bubble was getting ready to come out. If you did it, how do you handle that?
You just better hold
You
it.
just gonna blow up?
I don't know.
Somebody's just gonna hold it and blow up on the inside.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can find your nearest restroom and let it loose in there. So let's try not to pass gas and act like you didn't do it.
But you know what else happens a lot?
What?
People picking their nose when you're in traffic.
Yes.
I see it.
Oh my
Happens
gosh.
all the time. I mean, all the time. Like,
You know we can't see you unless
your
you have
windows
like
ain't tinted.
Right.
And you sitting
Your
pretty
windows
deep.
ain't
It don't be
tinted.
like a little scratch. Like,
right.
It be
Like all the
All
way
up
in there.
yeah.
like all in there.
Like, okay, come on. You know your windows are not tinted that dark. At least not dark enough for you to be able to do that and for nobody else to see. And you're in traffic.
Oh Lord.
Right.
You're next
With
to
a lot of
the
people
car.
around you.
That is so funny.
Anyhow,
Anyway.
so I wanted to share a couple things that I just was reading up on this week. So Michael Jackson, although he did pass away in 2009, sorry, he actually is the highest paid deceased celebrity as of 2016. Just in 2016 alone, he made $825 million.
Wow.
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 So
Wait a minute. So
amazing.
you're saying he made that amount in 2016
alone by itself.
Just 2016.
Look at it.
Right.
No.
He ain't doing no concert.
You-
I think his legacy, his music, maybe just.
Yeah, it has to be.
It has to
And
be.
I remember hearing before that celebrities or whatever it is that you had going on are worth a lot more after you pass, and that kind of
That is crazy.
that's kind of sad, that they weren't making all that. And not that they weren't making, because we know Michael Jackson made good money. He's the king of pop. But to think that just this year, like not even since he's passed, just this year, and it was how much?
825 million.
Wow. So that has to be everything of his.
Everything.
Clothing, albums, anything, movies.
Anything.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
that was
crazy.
interesting. And last fun fact is Meghan Trainor. She has a new boo.
All right, Megan. We see you. So who's her boo?
I think his name is Darrow Sabara.
Oh, okay.
He was in Spy Kids. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Spy
Oh, okay.
Kids.
No,
It's
I
like
haven't
cute
seen
kids.
it, but-
I
movie.
remember Spy Kids, but I don't remember watching it. Like it wasn't
Right.
one of my all-time favorites growing up.
It wasn't an all-time favorite for me either, but I did watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, cool. Well, go ahead, Megan. We see you.
hey. So,
Anyway, so today we wanted to talk about social media and video gaming. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything that's social media. But you know what? Oh, you grab it.
just got a little thirsty, so
Sorry.
grab
Oh,
it.
might as well talk about it.
What are you sipping on?
Might as well.
What we sipping on today? Today we are sipping on cranberry juice.
Yes.
Yes.
Cranberry juice is actually very, very, very good for you. It prevents urinary tract infections, and for those of you who don't know, both male and female get urinary tract infections. So it's very important to drink cranberry juice. It's also good for cancer. It fights cancer, respiratory disorders, kidney stones, and heart disease. And another fun fact about cranberry juice is it actually prevents tooth decay. It's good for your teeth.
I didn't know that.
Especially if you get the unsweetened kind. So yeah, you know somebody that got some crusty teeth, you might
Suggest the cranberry.
for Christmas.
That's
I
a
got you.
Got it. Yes.
For Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really, really
Yeah.
good for you. Like seriously, I know some of y'all probably like to mix it with your vodka,
Right.
but
Let's try to drink by
drinking
itself.
raw
Straight.
cranberry juice is really good for you. Really is. It has a lot of positive
That's good to know.
outcomes. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Cool. So, with social media, all right. So, how do you guys feel about social media? Like, I feel like it's everywhere. I mean, it's the thing to do. You get up and you get on social media before you go to sleep. You can't sleep. You scroll on your social media.
I mean, I was recently telling Nye, and you know as well, that I'm not big on social media. So I'm on Facebook, and I have an Instagram, but I
Right.
probably have one picture on Instagram. And I think the reason for me is just, I don't know, like I'm not into it. Like sometimes I'll go and I'll look and see what other people post, and I'll
Yeah.
watch videos and things like that. But I feel like when it comes to my life, I'm
Yeah.
extremely private, and so like I don't put my family up there, and you know, I don't know, I just feel like that's my family, and I just keep them to myself, and I keep them close, and I don't share like any
And
of
it
my
ain't
business.
everybody's business.
That's
basically
true.
what she's saying.
Basically, yeah. So that's my thought on it. I don't know.
Oh, cool. Well, I'll post my kids. I'll post like if we're out together at the water park, or you know, if we're doing something fun, whatever the case may be. I'll definitely post it. I don't necessarily post a lot more pictures than I do writing. Like if there's something going on that like seems like everybody's talking about it and I have an opinion, I might share it. I definitely do a lot of bragging on my kids. Sorry. But I'm very,
That's
very proud
mommy
of
of the
them.
year, y'all.
I'm just very, very proud of them. And I have a lot of my family on there. Like I have a lot of aunts and uncles, and some people are probably thinking, well, aunts and uncles, but we're not that far apart in age. So they're, you know, around my age. I'm actually older than two of them. So, you know, I like seeing things about their kids, and they like to read things about my kids, and, you know, my brothers are on there. So we kind of, it's a cute way of being able to let everybody know in your family what's going on.
Yeah,
As
I agree.
opposed to like text messaging or
I
emailing or whatever the case may be. And, you know, I like to read other people's stories. So like when my friends post their kids on there and I see that they're doing great stuff, even if it's funny, something I can or cannot relate to, I'll like it, I'll love it, I'll ha ha ha, you know, the little emoji thing. And I think it's just entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm the same way. I post pictures of my daughter, little video clips of me and my daughter cutting up sometimes.
yes, you guys are too funny.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are like the queen of social media.
But the thing is, I'm not really social media savvy. Like, I really don't know how to do a lot on social media. But I will post a selfie in a quick minute. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I'll do that. And I do it too to keep in contact with my family, distant family. I think it's just a great tool to have. And not only for that, but business as well.
Yeah.
I think it's really good to have social media to promote your business as well. So
Yeah.
those are my reasons for social media.
Yeah.
I have an issue though. I don't really like too much of the foolishness. Like I personally, this is me, I don't really think that you should be putting all your business out there.
Right.
I mean, some of the business, like Leonie said, you know, me and my kids are at the park, you know, that's great.
Right.
But I don't really want to know what your baby daddy did
Right.
and what your
I
husband
agree.
doing and
Right.
what you going through. That should be
Private.
very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so, because that opens up a gate for people to judge for
Right.
comments that are unnecessary. And then you're probably going to be all in love the very next day. So
Right.
it's probably like, what was
Right.
the point of like putting all
Exactly.
that mess out there? Like, keep your business private. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with that. Do you want to say
Oh, no,
something?
go ahead.
No, I was going to say I definitely agree with that, especially the, you know, like the baby daddy, baby mama issues, or ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend issues, and then 2 days later you guys are lovey-dovey, and you know, we just needed a quick break, and I just, you know, you're going back and forth on the comments, and you know, their friends have something to say, your friends have something to say, which is a whole other topic in itself, because you have to watch out who you're getting advice from. But yeah, private stuff is private stuff, you know. And then you get upset when people have an opinion. Like you put it out there for everyone to see.
That's what
And
social media is.
everybody
That's what
has
it
an
is,
opinion.
exactly.
Yes.
And everyone has an opinion.
Everyone's
So
gonna have an opinion.
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I don't agree with people doing, but my opinion. So
What about politics, y'all? Y'all be posting
politics.
about politics, or you
I
kind of
don't.
stay away?
I stay away from it. At the end of the day, I think it's just important to pray, and you know, I don't really get involved. I don't, you know, I'm gonna vote. Definitely, I'm gonna
Right.
vote.
Yes,
I just
vote.
don't get involved in the commentary and going back and forth with people about who's better, this person or that person, and what this person lied about. Because at the end of the day, I don't know a president that has that much power to go in and just change the entire,
Right.
you know what I mean, change the entire country in just 4 years or two
Right.
terms or whatever. So I just
especially with the way they
stick to-
present it, because when you're watching the political debate or reading up on whatever, whomever's saying what they're saying, it always seems as if, well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do that, but you forget that there's other people that have to vote on this and support
Right.
what the president is saying. Just because he says or she says this is what I'm going to do doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be that easy. They
It's
can't
a
just go in and
tough
change.
job.
They can't just go in and change the law. Like
Yeah,
everyone-
it's a hard job.
Yeah,
to
I can
have to-
imagine.
Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't get involved in the commentary.
I don't either.
I
I do
do.
watch the debates though.
I do
Y'all
to a
watch the
certain
debates?
to a certain.
Okay.
All I gotta say is vote.
Yes, vote.
Yeah,
Please
that's
register to
it.
vote. Please not that far away, and don't just vote for the presidency. You have to do your research on who is running for different things in your county, your city, city
your local
elections,
community.
because that's very important as well. Like you're thinking the president is the end all be all, really not, because the ones that are local to you can affect what's going on right outside your back
That's true.
door.
In your
So
community.
That's true.
yeah, so you definitely want to get into that. But as far as posting on it, there's a lot of social injustice, and that's near and dear to me. Not because I've personally experienced it like with a family member or anything like that. I mean, I've experienced racism, but I might post my thoughts depending on what's going on. Obviously, everybody has an opinion, and you're allowed to share whatever you want to share on social media, as we've already discussed. So every once in a while, I will go on social media and I'll say, okay, well, this is what I think. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people saying this, and I don't agree with it. You may not agree with what I feel, but this is how I'm looking at things, and maybe that'll open the door for someone to say, oh, you know what, I didn't think about it like that. You know what, you have a point. Or maybe I'm reading something that someone else thinks, and I'm like, you know what, they might be right. I didn't consider that, so that might make me rethink what I've been feeling about X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
So
It's good
occasionally
to do
I'll
it.
go on and I'll say something every once in a while. Absolutely. Yeah.
And on the flip side of that, I mean, social media does have its aspects where it's really great. There's a lot of people who have become stars or become
Right. Mhm.
have big businesses now because
That's
they're
true.
able to put it out there. So
That's
it
true.
happens. I mean, I think it has its ups and downs, and it's there's always good and bad to everything. I
Right.
guess that you do. So
Yeah, it's a good way to get information out there fast, but it's a good way to get every information out there fast. So it works both ways. And yeah, there's a lot of people that have become famous and now have like movie deals and are on TV shows just because they were posting funny videos of themselves or, literally just following everything that they're doing, and people thought it was entertaining and they shared it, and now somebody else picked them up. So yeah, definitely, positive and negative things. The other thing about it though, with everyone having an opinion, is it's a little tougher for the people that you do know. Like if you are going through something or, someone finds something out about you, if you're a friend, you might not get on there and say, oh, well, you shouldn't have X, Y, Z. But for the celebrities that are, people that are not really within your reach, that you're not going to see every day, sometimes like when I run across a topic about a celebrity and I read through the comments, it's ruthless.
Yeah.
The
People
things
rip
that
you.
they
You
say.
gotta have some tough skin.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. I don't know how
lot
they deal
of-
with it.
What they call it, social
Social media bullies.
bullying.
Mhm.
Yeah, you gotta have some tough skin for that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's because it's just, hey, these people aren't gonna find me. They don't know who I am. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say what I want to say. But that's the part that's really, really tough, and I don't know how they deal with that.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I think as a celebrity though, there's a lot of people who don't read the negative comments. Like I think if I was
Yeah,
famous,
that's
I
true.
wouldn't read it.
yeah, I
just
wouldn't
wouldn't
either.
even
No.
try not to read it or look at it because
Yeah.
it affects some. Even though people love to say words don't hurt you, they do.
They do.
They hurt. They cut deep, and
Mhm.
so I probably just wouldn't read it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. It'd be too much. Everyone has something to say.
Yeah, and too many opinions and all
Yeah.
types of stuff. So
So,
yeah.
yeah.
What about the video game?
Oh, video gaming.
What you got to say about video
I
games?
have an opinion
Leon?
about that. Now, I don't play video games. However, my awesome husband is on the video game every time he's not at work. And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with it. I just feel like maybe there should be, you know, a little bit of a balance with video gaming. I don't really know too many hardcore chicks that are into video games. Most of, at least my friends are. Really?
Growing up, I was.
I didn't know
I
that.
played daily.
Oh my gosh.
Super Contra, like
my God.
Mario Brothers, like those were it.
Yeah, I remember playing those.
Yeah.
Sega
All that.
Genesis.
I remember those. I definitely remember those.
Mortal Kombat.
Finish him.
Yes, that was my game.
Yeah. Or
I
that's
remember
Street Fighter.
that.
I think.
Is that Street Fighter?
Yeah, finish him is
Oh my
Street Fighter.
goodness. I remember those games, but
Yeah.
pay attention to what you said. When you were younger.
Oh.
There, I feel like there's, at some point in time, I'm not saying that, you know, you should stop playing video games completely. I don't agree with that, especially if it's a pastime. I mean, it's something fun to do, and it is fun. You know, I watch my husband when he's on Xbox Live and he's playing, you know, Madden or whatever with his friends. It's funny to hear the commentary because they're all friends, so they're talking
Yeah, that
trash
part's
to each
funny.
other.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so that's cool. And I mean, he's really not as bad as he used to be. But I just kind of feel like, just find the balance. You know, there has to be something else that you can do at the
Some
age
quality
of
time.
50.
But you know what? Oh gosh, I just lost my train of thought about video games. Oh, so a lot of times guys will say stuff like, well, at least I'm at home and I'm not in the streets.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they could be out.
They could be out
clubbing,
you know, yeah, that's
or
true.
you know, whatever. So they
video
could,
game. Video game all night, and I'll be over here watching my Golden Girls.
so yeah, so a lot of times I've heard that, and it's so funny, you know, Mikey has probably said that before, and then I've heard a few other guys say that. And then I was watching Steve Harvey one day, and there was a guy on there with his wife, and the wife was complaining about him playing video games, and he said that exact comment. He was like, well, I could be out in the street.
Oh,
and I was
goodness.
like, oh my gosh, everybody says that.
They're missing the point. Yes, we understand that you could be out in the street. You could be something, you know, doing something completely wrong. You could be not coming home, whatever. We get it. We totally get that it's good that you're at home playing video games. It's just find the balance. It's nice that you're home, but it's really like you're not home if you're going to be on it all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's, you know.
Maybe
my
you
take
guys
on
can
that.
like incorporate like a date night or something in that way.
He says I need to learn how to play video games.
You
So-
could. I would do it. I would do it. You should
And you
do
would
it.
probably like it.
You
to be
might.
honest.
You might not get into it as much as he's into
Right.
it.
No,
but
probably
maybe.
not.
But maybe you can spend like, you know, an hour a day playing,
Yeah.
and maybe don't play, you know, Madden, because that's not
Yeah, that's
that
not
does
for
take
me.
a lot to
I
remember
still
that.
don't know how to
the
play.
thing.
I don't know how
But
to
Street
control
Fighter-
the it's two of them. The joysticks that are on there, one I can take, but two, my coordination is just not that great. So it's not like I'm not really
What
trying.
do you mean
to
to the
learn.
right and the left up here?
No,
and then
there's two of the ones that you move
Oh,
with the
this
circle.
thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
Xbox. I don't know if any of the other ones have it, but the Xbox controller. I tried playing Call of Duty one time. I was spinning around in a circle in the corner. I died every 2 seconds because I couldn't
Yeah.
navigate it.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, maybe one day I'll try to like pick it up and have that be, you know, the quality thing for us to do. But I don't know, I'm just not, just like you don't really care for social media, I don't really care for video games. So it'll be
Yeah.
hard for me to try to force myself to get into something
It's
that's
kind
not
of,
really.
you know, honestly, it's kind of freaky though. Like because even with, let's talk about iPads.
Mm-hmm.
Like these kids and iPads.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are times like my daughter, she'll have the iPad and she's just so into that iPad, and it's kind of like, okay,
Yeah.
let me put it down.
Mhm.
You know, it's so distracting
That's
how
true.
they're so like tuned
Zoned
into
into it.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm. My
Yeah.
son
Freaky,
too.
especially with the little kids.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. So then
Yeah.
I'll take it away and try to find something else for her to do.
Mhm.
You know, that's a little bit more engaging.
Right,
and-
yes.
and,
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah, so it's similar to that. That's
Mhm.
how the video games are. You'll be so like tuned into the video games, and it's like, hello.
Right.
I'm
You
here.
forget everything
Yeah.
around you. My son, you know, my son has an iPad, and that in his Xbox. Like once he's home, that's what he wants to do. Now, granted, he doesn't play Sunday through Thursday. He's not allowed to touch either one of those Sunday through Thursday.
good.
So
Yeah.
Friday and Saturday are his weekend or whatever. He's not in school or whatever. So you know, he'll ask me, "Can I please play with my Xbox?" cool, go ahead. You know, you're a straight A student. You do everything you need to do. Go ahead and play with your Xbox. But even with that, I'm like, all right, so it's 6:30. By 7:30, I need you to get
Not
out.
7:30. Oh, can it get a little longer?
Yes, no.
It's only on the
No.
weekend.
Can it get 2 hours?
On a weekend,
Yeah.
If Gene is here, he'll let him do whatever he wants to do. But with me, I kind of feel like there has to be something else. Let's go out and play basketball. Let's, you know, go out and let's put a puzzle together. Let's, you know, do something that
Yeah.
works your mind a little bit more than
Yeah.
being on the Xbox. And I'm not saying that after 7:30 he can't get back on it. I just don't want him to be on it for
That
3 hours
long
straight.
Okay.
Okay, well
You know.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
I don't really like either. I mean, granted, my child, really all she does on her iPad is Netflix, and there's like a Bible app on there.
Mhm.
So it's not like really bad, but
Right.
still, I just feel like she should be doing something else. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I don't
Something
like
active.
I've seen little kids that are really like drawn into
Mhm.
their iPads or into a
Yeah.
game on their, you know, and
Yeah.
it just don't sit well with me.
Yeah,
I don't
it
like
doesn't
it.
with me either.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I think it takes away from some things too, like, you know, before kids would play outside
Yeah,
and they
what
would
happened to
what happened to
those?
hide and go seek or flashlight tag. Did you guys ever play flashlight
No, I
tag?
haven't.
No, I don't know what
How do you
It's like it's tag but with a flashlight.
So what do you do
In
with
the
flashlight?
dark.
Oh, in the dark. Okay.
Yeah, so at night it's, you know, it's dark and then someone is the person with the flashlight.
And you have to
everyone
go
else is
looking.
hiding. You got to find the person and you put the flashlight on them and then they're it.
Oh, snap.
But it's dark, so you really got to find them.
Yeah,
sounds
I've
fun.
never
It
heard
was
of
So we
that.
play red light, green light.
Oh
I
yeah, I
played
remember
that
that.
too.
Green light.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we play.
I remember
Yeah.
that, playing that game. Oh, I've never heard of that.
That
That
sounds
sounds kind of
fun.
fun.
We
An
do
adult,
that.
right?
We should get together and do that. That'd be so much
Yeah,
fun.
that'd be fun. Yeah, I like that. You know, get out and do something as opposed to just sitting there with your. I just can't help but to wonder, like, what's going on with their
Yeah.
brain as
Yeah,
they're sitting there for all that time.
And like there's a lot of kids that are like obese now because all they do is sit in front of the TV or sit
Exactly.
in front of the video game.
They're not
and
getting out.
snacks and
Mhm.
that's it. And they don't get out and play and run and
Right.
jump and all that stuff
Yeah.
that we did as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why we fine now.
Right.
Everything we
And
deal
looking
with,
young.
that's
Okay,
why we
hello
feel fine.
somebody. Yes, yes. So yeah. Alrighty. So did you have a quick tip for us?
Quick
today?
tip, quick tip. I do. So quick tip today. I want to talk about honey, the benefits of honey. Honey, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but it's actually a natural antifungal and antibacterial. Honey, it's also a probiotic. It helps regulate blood sugar, so it's great for diabetics. It's a great substitute to sugar. And what I like to use it for is for my skin. It improves your skin. One thing about honey, it's suggested if you use it raw, get the raw honey, and local honey is actually better. So wherever you're living at, if you can get your hands on some local honey, it works better for you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, being that that's where you live, it'll work better in your system. So if you can get your hands
Wow.
on any local honey, like a little fruit stand or something like that, that's really good.
Yeah.
When it comes to skincare, what I do when I run out of an exfoliator or a facial wash, I will go in my kitchen. Literally, I do this. Don't judge me. But I'll go in the kitchen. I'll get like a little cap. I pour honey in it, and I get raw sugar. I mix it up, the honey and the sugar. I go in my shower because I wash my face in the shower, and I actually scrub my face with the raw sugar and the honey. And when I'm done and I rinse my face, it's so smooth.
Wow.
It's very smooth. Honey is really good. It's good for everything. If you don't have any medicine, again, it's a good antifungal and a good antibacterial. If your kids are getting sick, it's not recommended for infants, but young kids, if they're getting sick, give them a teaspoon of honey. It's
Wow.
awesome.
Wow.
I'm telling you,
I did not
I
know
use
that
honey
either.
even in my tea instead of sugar.
Yeah.
It's just a great alternate, and it's actually a lot healthier for you.
Cool.
There's your quick tip.
Oh, I
for
need
This
I
cranberry juice, y'all, is everything.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh man, I should have had a pen. I need those tips.
Girl,
I didn't know how to do all that.
Show girl, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you tuning in. We hope you learned something. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check us out on www.pushthroughtalk.com. Send us comments, questions, anything that you want to know, anything that you want to see us discuss on the show.
We'll definitely do it.
Yes, please do. Do it on Facebook. In the comments underneath the videos, you're more than welcome to do it there. If you want to send us something through our website, if you go to the contact page, you'll find a box where you can send it. If you want to send something to us individually, that you want to ask us individually, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
All right, y'all have a great one.
Yes.
And stay tuned. We do have some celebrity interviews coming up soon as well. So
Yes.
stay tuned for that.
Bye.
Bye.
Who else you know? Back out on the road, spending their money just how they wanna. Starting up all the drama. Police how they acting like they don't know that the legal system's a problem. Government wasting dollars, but we push through.